Okay, Andy. Good morning, everyone. Okay, Andy. The last class, the programming components, which are the components which are controlled by compiler at compilation stage. Discussion is going on. Compiler at compilation stage will control three keywords. One is static, one is private, one is final. So static already you had in discussion in the regular notes already. Private yesterday got a information, yes or no, right? For theoretical purpose and for interview purpose to speak it out. Now final programming components, make it star mark IMP. Final. The following are the final programming components. The following are the final programming components. We can say final variables. We can say final methods. Final methods. You can say final classes. You can say final variables, final methods, and final classes. The variables which are declared with final keyword are known as final variables. The variables which are declared with the final keyword are known as final variables. Coding rule of final variables. Final variables must be initialized with values. Final variables must be initialized with values. And once initialized, final variables must be initialized with values, and once initialized cannot be modified. Already you know the statement from interfaces, yes or no, right? Final variables must be initialized with values, and once initialized cannot be modified. Simply you can say final variables are constant variables or secured variables, you can say. Final variables are constant variables and you can say secured variables. You can say constant variables and secured variables. Final variables must be initialized with values, and once initialized cannot be modified. Final variables are constant variables and secured variables. So one point to be remembered, the final variables in classes can be initialized using constructors. Initialize means loading the data. Final variables. Final variables in classes can be initialized using constructors. Initialized using constructors. Final variables in classes can be initialized using constructors. With the support of constructor, you can load the data to final variables. That's the meaning of it. Can be final variables in classes can be initialized using constructors. Now, final methods. The methods which are declared with final keyword are known as final methods. The methods which are declared with the final keyword are known as final methods. Final variable means the value in variable is a final. That's the meaning actually. Whatever the value taken onto the variable, that is final. It's called final variable. Final method means the body for the method is final. You cannot change the body. So simply you can say coding rule, final methods cannot be overridden. Final methods cannot be overridden. Cannot be overridden. Which means there is no overriding process for final methods. Final methods cannot be overridden, which means there is no overriding process for final methods. There is no overriding process for final methods. So final methods cannot be overridden. Final classes. The classes which are declared with final keyword are known as final classes. The classes which are declared with the final keyword are known as final classes. So what is the nature of final class means? We cannot extend it. Final class inheritance not there. Whenever you try to extend the final class, error will come. So coding rule. Coding rule. Final classes cannot be extended. Final classes cannot be extended. Cannot be extended. Which means there is no inheritance. There is no inheritance for final classes. Final classes cannot be extended, which means there is no inheritance for final classes. We cannot extend. Means whenever you want to stop any model, whenever you want to stop your project, we declare the class as final. So for their extensions not available, that we call it as a final class. Final variable value cannot be changed Final method, body cannot be changed. Final class, you cannot extend or you cannot inherit. So these are the three components available in final. Only three components available in final. So what are not available in final? Here I forget write one statement here. Final blocks not there. Final constructors not there. Final interfaces not there. Final abstract classes not there. Make a statement. If possible, write one line there. There is no concept. There is no concept of. There is no concept of final blocks. Finally, blocks are available. Final blocks not there. Final blocks. Final constructors. Final interfaces. And final abstract classes. These components are not available. Only three are available in the final. Final variables, final methods, final classes. Only three components are available. Sir, using this final programming components, what we are going to do? Make it. In real time, using final programming components. In real time, using final programming components, we can construct immutable classes. In real time, using final programming components, we can construct immutable classes. We can construct immutable classes. Immutable classes. In real time, using final programming components, we can construct immutable classes. Sir, what is this immutable class? Define immutable classes. Define immutable classes. The classes which are declared with the following rules. The classes which are declared with the following rules. The following rules are known as immutable classes. The classes which are declared with the following rules. The following rules are known as immutable classes. Rule 1. Rule 1. The class must be final class. 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 Whatever the class you are taking, the class must be final. That's the first rule. Rule 2. Rule 2. The variables in classes, must be, private and final. Private and final. The variables in classes must be private and final. So private means yesterday given information accessed inside the class. It's a major rule. Final means today, once you given the value, you cannot change it. So it is a secured variable indirectly. So the variables in classes must be private and the variables in classes must be final. Must be final. Right. Rule 3. The class must be declared with only getter methods. Declared with only getter methods. The class must be declared with only getter methods. Underline the term getter methods. The class must be declared with only getter methods. Rule 4. Rule 4. These getter methods must be final methods. These getter methods must be final methods. The class must be final means no extension. The class variables are private, accessed inside the class. The class variables are final, once initialized cannot modify. The class methods are getter. Getter means which are used to get the data from the object. Only getter methods. You must not take any setter methods. And the methods also must be final. Nobody should override that methods. If you follow these 4 rules, the class you can call it as what now? Immutable class you can say. Interview question is there. Immutable objective came now already. Right. Now these immutable classes, make it. These immutable classes will generate immutable objects. 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 Already you know immutable objects now, right? Immutable object means what now? Object once created cannot be modified. Right. Sir, what are these getter methods? I want to know, sir. So, right, I written somewhere, I think you cannot remember. Make it. Define getter methods once again. The methods which are used to get the data from the objects. The methods which are used to get the data from the object are known as getter methods. The methods which are used to get the data from the object are known as getter methods. Opposite to getter method, we had setter method. Define setter methods. The methods which are used to set the data to the objects. The methods which are used to set the data to the objects are known as setter methods. Are known as setter methods. The methods which are used to set the data to the objects are known as setter methods. Methods used to get the data, getter method. Methods used to set the data, setter methods. Whenever you are taking a setter and getter, one coding role will be there. One coding rule. Every variable, every variable, every variable in class will have its own setter, setter and getter method. Every variable in class will have its own setter and getter method. 5 variables are there means 5 setter methods and 5 getter methods. That is the rule of your setter and getter. Now, using this immutable class rules, let me take one example. Okay. I'll take one class like this for demo purpose. Right. I am taking under polymorphism. I am taking one program. One class I will take it. I'll take some translog. I'll take translog. I'll take it. One class name. I want to construct this class as an immutable class. First rule is the class must be final. When you declare one class as final, inheritance not available for this class. I want to take some private and final. I'll take one variable, long variable, home account number, home account number, beneficiary account number, means transaction log, recording the transaction details. So home account number means who is transferring the amount. Beneficiary account number means who is getting the amount. So private, final, some amount, float or double. Biggest amount means double. Double some amount. How much amount you are transferring? Private, final. I am taking date and time. I'm taking the variable as a date and time. So here, date time we are recording. So on particular date and particular time, the transaction has been occurred. Import java dot util. Date. Now date is a class from util package, which is used to take the system date and time automatically when you create object. So these are all private variables accessed inside the class. Final variables must be initialized with value. Once initialized, cannot be modified. But what are the final variables declared in classes can be initialized using constructor. So public translog. I'm taking one constructor to initialize the data. So I'll take long home account number. I'll take long beneficiary account number. I'll take some double amount you are transferring. I'll take one date and time on particular date and time. Now, so this dot home account number is equal to home account number. Now, this dot beneficiary account number, beneficiary account number. Now, this dot amount is equal to amount. Now, this dot date and time is equal to date and time. So this is the constructor. What is the difference between final variables in interfaces, final variables in classes? Final variables in interfaces cannot be initialized at runtime. There is no constructor option there. But here, when the execution started through constructor, you can initialize that option available from your class final variables. Now for this, I want getter methods. How many getter methods must be there now? 4 getter methods. For this, right click on this empty space. Can you see here source? Right. Source. Here you can see generate getters and setters. Generate getter and setter. Select all for all. And they must be final. Select final. Click on generate. So all methods will be final methods. Observe this, right? Now, these are all get account number, will return the account number. Get beneficiary account number, will return beneficiary account number. Get amount, return amount, and so on. All of you understood this? Right. So these are the getter methods. Eclipse will give an option to generate your methods. Just right click, source will be there. Click on source, generate getter and setter. Click all and do it. Automatically click on. So this class, by terminology, it is a immutable class. This class is immutable class because followed all the rules. We call it as immutable class. All of it clear? Right. Okay. Now, once the class is ready, if we create object for this class, the object will be immutable object. The object data you cannot modify. So, point. Go for main class, demo poly 2. right? Import test dot translog. Import java dot util. Scanner yes is equal to new scanner of system dot in. Try of s. Java 9 feature, no, that is end of. Here you write it as try catch. Simply you write exception, you write exception is the parent, no, you can write e dot print stack trace. Display the detail, not now details will come. Here you enter system dot out dot print, enter home account number, home account number. So long home account number is equal to s dot next long. Enter beneficiary account number. Enter the amount to be transferred. Enter amount to be transferred. So amount is some double we taken. Double amount is equal to s dot next double. Now create object. Translog sum OP is equal to new translog passing parameter while constructor call home account number, beneficiary account number, and amount. Here I want to take system date and time. I want to take it. So simply you write new date, you write. New date means creating object for date class. While you are creating object for date class, one constructor executed here. The constructor is a built-in form. It has a logic. It takes the system date and time automatically it takes. Now display the data from the object. System dot out dot print ln display transaction details. If not, simply details. Here the demonstration is how to construct immutable class. The remaining all normal only. Creating object, putting data is normal. A demonstration, this object is immutable object. Okay, right. Just print it. So system dot out dot print ln. Here home account number. Home account number. We can say OP dot get home account number because you must access with method. Get the data by using getter methods. That's the rule. So if it is a beneficiary account number, access with the method. Get beneficiary account number. We dot get beneficiary account. Amount here get amount. OB dot get date and time. Display date, time. You have to display. OB dot get date and time. Like this. Now we created one object. The object is holding transaction details and the object is an immutable object. So the object cannot be modified. Run it, I'll get the answer. Some account number 61234566. Some account number. I am transferring to one account number. I want to transfer 3,000 rupees. Actually, that object is recording with the date. Sir, where we use this concept means banking domains. In the banking domains, whenever you make a transaction, the transaction total details they'll keep in one object. They're only immutable object. They'll take the object and load it on database. So nobody can modify that object. For security purpose, your language given an option generating immutable object. Already your string class is getting immutable object. Wrapper classes are immutable objects. Beyond that, our user defined class also generating immutable object. Whenever you want to generate immutable object, you must take the support of final programming components. That is awareness. All of understood the concept, right? So this program demonstrating immutable. Translog.java demo poly 2. This is the output. Sir, where we use this? This is display. Sir, where we use this immutable object concept? If anybody asked. Right. In real time, make it note. In real time, immutable objects are. In real time, immutable objects are used to hold transaction details. In real time, immutable objects are used to hold transaction details in banking applications or banking domain applications, especially. Not only banking domain, wherever the financial transactions are there, their immutable objects are very, 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 very popular. Right. Now, maximum banking domains we are available in the market. Without our participation, banking domain not there. Almost in all banks, our participation is there. We cannot say 100%, but some sector is there. If only Java will not be there. Some front end, something will be there. Minimum things. Suppose if we take one Tomcat server installation, if we take it, that page which has been opened is a PHP page. So some minimum things will be taken from there. Wherever the high-end security is needed, they'll take Java. Actually. So we had many features like this. Because of this reason, in Java 17 version, they concentrated on this part. Many banking domains are using immutables. So Java 17 people given one feature to you known as a record. Make it star mark IMP. Define record. Record in Java in bracket Java 17 new feature. Java 17 new feature. See there, I'm taking one record application. I'll take one separate project. I will take it. Taking one package test. I'm taking one package Maxis. Right, look here. Under this test, right click, new. Can you see here? Annotation still definition not available to you. I'm postponing and coming. You know class, yes or no na? You know enum, yes or no na? You know interface, you know package. What is this one now? Record. Click on record. Core Java component. Okay, right. Now, whenever you click on record now, take one record name. Translog, I just I written no. The translog, I'm giving a same name here. That is separate, this is separate. Translog, I'm giving. Click on finish. This is trans record. All have understood this? Right. Okay. Now, here I'll take the parameters. Sir, long home account number, long beneficiary account number, double amount. Sir, date and time. Date and time. This is what now? Import java.util. This is record. So this is the structure of a record. Okay, right. Now I'm not writing anything. Just I given variables. I'm not writing anything. No setter methods. Sorry, no getter methods. No constructor. Nothing I'm writing. I'll close this. Just now I written one polymorphism. Under polymorphism, demo poly 2 is there. Copy. Just now I written a copy. Demo poly to come here and paste. So change the name as refactor rename. I'm taking it as demo record. I'm taking. Open that. Here you have to import the record now. Right. Test dot. Spelling mistake. translog. Right. Error gone here anyway. Okay, right. Next. Now the setter methods, getter methods are there now here. You not written, no. Error is coming or not now? See there. Now OB dot home account number. It only given a method to you. OB dot beneficiary account number. OB dot amount. OB dot date and time. So the methods are auto constructed by the record. It only auto constructed by the record. Very careful point. Auto constructed. Now in the record, nothing is there. You not constructed anything. Just you given the variables. This only given a methods to you. Answer will come. 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Answer is coming. What you observed here now? Sir, manual construction of immutable classes is constructed automatically by using record. That only 17 feature. Up to 17, 2021, recent feature. So industry people also, many people don't know record. I only conducted first workshop also. Because of time, I rushed it. Actually. Nobody kept records also. Very less people kept it. So record is a new feature where it generates automatically immutable class. Immutable class means immutable object. Very popular in the market of banking domains. Because your Eclipse updated in K. If you download latest Eclipse, if it is before 2021, you cannot say record. Old Eclipse is there, you cannot say record. New Eclipse, if you download, you can see the record option, you can see. So the record is a new option introduced by Java 8, where it is auto-generating your immutable classes. Make a statement. Record introduced by Java 17 version and which is used to construct immutable classes automatically. Record introduced by Java 17 version and which is used to construct immutable classes automatically. That's a major option, right? Now record already came into the library, java.lang.record. It is abstract class. See there. Java P, java.lang.record. This is one abstract class. It has one zero argument constructor, one equals method, one hash code method, one toString method. Structure of record. Make it. Structure of record. Structure means how it is available from the library. It has three basic methods and it is an abstract class. To highlight that, it is an abstract class. right? Syntax, record, name, parameter list. Here, body, record body. Right. Look here. Sir, here one zero argument constructor is there. Yes or no? Na? But here I am passing parameter. I am passing parameter. Trans log off. Okay, right. These parameters must be taken and initialized to variables. It is constructing one constructor internally. Record internally constructs one constructor to initialize the parameter, to initialize the instance variables indirectly. That constructor name newly introduced known as canonical constructor. Canonical constructor. One new term came by Java 17. Make it. Define. Market will not reach to this level. It takes time. Canonical constructor. Define. The term is Java 17 term. The constructor which is auto-generated in records. How this auto-generated means, I don't know how many parameters I'll take. I may take 10 parameters, 6 parameters. It only will construct in slides. So this constructor, the constructor which is auto-generated in records to initialize variables, nothing but final variables, to initialize variables is known as canonical constructor. Right. Suppose, see there. Whenever I am running this record-based program, six, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 313131. Minus 3000 I want to transfer. How can you transfer minus 3000? Exception must be raised or not. To validate the parameters in records, they introduced one more constructor. Compact constructor. Make it define. Your language is going to be changed within 10 years. Within 10 years, your language is going to be changed. So that only they are hitting ML, machine language they are hitting. The next target they are going to hit your artificial machine learning. They are entering. Already libraries are there with us. They're not concentrated. Now the people are running towards it. No. Now let us. We also will run it. Next we are entering into the domain. It takes time. Suddenly they will not come. Slowly. By enhancing the libraries, they'll come. Already we are strong in banking domains and enterprise distributed applications. Without our support, they are not there. Already we have been proved since 19 years. We have been proved. Any banking domain, they have to take us only. The background, directly or indirectly, 40 to 60% our support is needed. Because of security standards. Because of this reason, Java, how many placements also, that many placements will be there. Evergreen placements means Java only. Because that many companies are there. Even startup companies also come. Yesterday also one company started. I went there already. So startup, many people will go to US 20-25 years back, they earn back. Commit, they settle in and start the services. They'll take 3-4 clients from US, they'll come start up here. Like this, n number of companies are being established as a startup company in Java. Means what? Definitely, Java domain is a evergreen placement domain. So we are planning for the next level. Next level means we are slowly entering into other sectors. Already we entered Androids, Seleniums, ADFs, Sparks. All your tools maximum is under our control in the background. Survival not there. Everybody knows. Because this is a trend changer today. If you know core Java with other technology, they are taking. I said this statement to you already. Nowadays, the trend is going on. Up to December, the trend will be there. When it comes only, you pick it. Not only because of this reason, today you are in Amirpet especially. Sir, I am ready today. That's all. When the opportunity comes, you must not start reading. Sir, tomorrow interview is there. I started reading means again you are in the failure stage. Graduation that only. Tomorrow examination, today we started. Sir, if any my friend says interview is there, then we'll read it. Not that. I am ready at any stage. Within 1 hour, somebody calls also, I must go, sir. Because daily I am ready. That is our trend. Today's trend of that. Then only you can grasp it. No, sir, if anybody shows opportunity, sir, 3 days time, sir, I'll read it and comments. Nobody will give it. That not there. Because n number of resources available now. You are not there means one more will come. If you are only there, then the company will come to you. 3 days go, call another one, they'll say. If not, put one ad. N number of people are running today. So there is a trend running. Because every day you must be ready. If anybody says 1 hour interval, says, sir, I'm ready. I read and I kept ready, sir, I'm ready to face it. In that process, our domain is enhanced and coming. Nowadays, recently, I observed the market. Any other people, wherever the link core Java is there, they are connecting test on core Java and taking. After that, they are training on other tools. If not ADF, if not DevOps or any other tools, startup companies are there means they will take it. Yesterday they asked one position, React.js, I said. Actually, they want React.js with Ruby on Rails. Ruby on Rails is a backend for them. UI technology. They asked only one question to me. Sir, whether the student should be strong in any one sector, we'll manage. But I want strong in one sector, React.js or Ruby on Rails. If he's Ruby on Rails, I'll train React.js. If he's strong in React.js, I'll train Ruby on Rails. Because I'm not finding the resource strong in both. Nobody is there, sir. Because students are not students, people are not ready. Difference getting no? Because in real time market, what happened now? One domain will be integrating with other one. No, one person cannot work on both. But if you are strong in one sector, you have to prove that. So some market is saying, if anybody is ready on Ruby on Rails, tomorrow the opportunity is available. They'll run React.js for 3 years. Sorry, 3 months, and they'll place it. If you know React.js, they'll train Ruby on Rails. Nothing is there. Ruby on Rails, 15 days enough. 15 days they'll train, put on a project. Is a trend going on. In that trend only, core Java placement is available. Why I'm speaking that point now means Java 17 version onwards. Next version is 21, LTS. 19 came now. 20 coming. Next version is 21. Next LTS version is 21. We are also waiting. What is going to happen in 21? The reason 21 is going to hit one more domain. 21 is going to hit one more domain. If they cannot hit by 21 version, they'll hit by 25. That's the target they paid it. So let us give a time for 5 years to 8 years. They'll take one time. R&D will take one time. Let us take 5 years or 8 years of market. From there, let us hit one library. The only target they set it. So few things revealed by 17. And next target they kept on 21 version Java 21. 2023 release. 2023 September Java 21 release. They set the date also because they prepared already what we are going to do. All algorithms are ready. What we are going to hit it. Engineers are ready. And the trial is started already. So they targeted September 2023 Java 21 is the next LTS product to be released. With that, they are going to hit one more domain. Right. Now they started giving the new names to you. One is compact constructor. If you speak in the market also, they'll think you don't know subject. Because nobody knows these names. Compact constructor. Compact constructor. Compact constructor. That is a term. Canonical constructor, compact constructor. See that? Here, constructor means having the same name of class now, right? Here, what is the record name now? Translog. You take public translog. That is constructor. Don't write brace also here. Only name you must write. This is called compact constructor, having the name of your record. What is the specialty of compact constructor means? I'll keep one condition here, validating the fields. If anybody entered amount less than or equal to 0, right? You write throw new illegal argument exception. Invalid amount. Illegal argument exception. This is called validating these fields. Right, see there. Run it. Enter house, home account number 612345 minus 3000. Invalid amount is coming or not now? I want to display only message, sir, means you know. Instead of print stack trace, system dot out dot print ln e dot get message. 6 1 2 3 4 5 6 3 1 3 1 3. Amount transferred is minus 3,000. Getting a nut now, right? So compact constructor is used to validate parameters of record. Whenever you want to write any validation logic for that parameters, we take the support of compact constructor. Make it the constructor the constructor in record, which is used to validate parameters of the constructor in record, which is used to validate parameters is known as compact constructor. Look here. Now in seeing this program now, sir, account number, right? Anyway, it is coming. Now, whenever you want to write any validations for these fields, if you run any validations, you can write the conditions and write it. There's a concept. Not only illegal argument. Argument means this only, no? So illegal argument is a predef and already available. Java.lang. Illegal argument. One object created, the message available, throw the message to the catch block. It's a concept. All of you understood record? Right. At least something. Right. 17 major feature. 17 major feature is record. Why we highlight record? Slowly we are highlighting. All at a time we cannot bring it to trainers. Right? So slowly. Lambda expression I written one day, 70, 88 batches back. First one program I written. Slowly I increase the level. It takes time for us also. Because when we are writing lambda expression and that day students neglected. Today they are, where is the lambda expression? They are searching and coming today. Today also record, many people don't know. What happens to know this record after 7-8 years, the market will run. That is a market is very slow. Market will be very slow. Take yourself only. Engineering degree completed, no, all of you. But where you are means I don't know, sir, where I am. Still I'll use old for loop. I is equal to 0, I less than 10, I plus plus. That only will discuss it. What is not there, maximum time we'll discuss that only. Fibonacci series will practice. What is not there in the market. Matrix multiplication will practice. What is not there in the market. Printing Armstrong numbers will practice. What is not there in the market. But you'll spend more time there only. No. That all if you know what happened, you can clear one test. If you know these things, what happened, you can survive it. Survival different, clearing different. The two things you have to differentiate and practice. If you practice more programs and by heart, you can clear a test very easily. After that, subject needed. So subject application different and number of questions different. Great. Why I shown this to you means if you right click new, a record is there. You must know minimum what is record. They'll ask a question in the interview. They're asking, you know class, you know interface, You know enum. Recently record came. What is that record? They'll ask. At least you must speak it. If you are speaking correctly, they'll ask constructors. If you are not speaking, they will not ask. So that much you must know. Where you used means just in my training process, I learned it. I not used anywhere because market will not use a record now only. It takes time. 5 years time it takes. Okay, right. Here annotation is there. I'll give a notes to you. If I complete annotation, this list will be completed. No? Yes or no? Right. So this is the part. Your example anyway. I written with the record again. Trans log dot Java demo record dot Java. Annotation and not give a notes. No. Right. Make it FAQ. Define annotation. Their polymorphism ends actually. Summary I'll give it. Summary, polymorphism summary. After that, we enter into multi-thread concept. Define annotation. Define annotation. The tag-based information. The tag-based information which is added to the programming components like variable, method, class, and interface. The tag-based information which is added to the programming components like variable, method, class, interface. Interface is known as annotation. The tag-based information which is added to the programming components like variable, method, class, and interface is known as annotation. Underline the term tag-based information, underline it. Repeatedly, I'll be saying for understanding purpose. If you go to any shopping malls, example, any central or any lifestyle, if you go, they'll hang a shirt there. The shirt will be attached with one tag. So that is tag-based information for that shirt. Maybe size or price or material, whatever it may be. Small information about that component. Here also, as a code writer, I am providing one short information about variable, one short information about method, one short information about class and interface. The short information, I'm calling it as what now? Annotation is a theory. Sorry, if I don't provide information, in the shopping mall, shirt tag not there, what happened? You call somebody and ask it. No. It is not mandatory. Annotation is not mandatory. It is optional. Understood this point now? Annotation is an optional. So I not concentrated on it. So annotation is not mandatory. It is optional. If you don't add annotation also, answer will come. Okay, right, make it. We use at the rate of symbol. We use at the rate of symbol to represent annotations. We use at the rate of symbol to represent annotations. We use at the rate of symbol to represent annotations. Sir, you said one tag-based information. No, sir. This information is given to whom, sir? Who is reading that information? I am giving one information. Who is reading information? Means compiler will read it. These annotations will provide information to compiler at compilation stage or provide information to execution controls at execution stage. Some annotations will provide information to compiler. Some annotations will provide information to execution controls. Whatever the suppress warning I written in core Java for you, that gives the information to compiler. In advanced Java, there are 3 or 4 annotations will come. They'll give information to execution control. Means what? Annotations can provide information to compiler, can provide information to execution controls. Popular examples are at the rate of override, at the rate of suppress warnings. These two are popular. At the rate of override. At the rate of override, annotation will provide information to compiler to check the method is overridden method or not. At the rate of override annotation will provide information to compiler to check the method is overridden method or not. If you want compiler to check your method overridden or not, we are going to add at the rate of override. Suppress be used 1 or 2 times be used. Suppress English meaning is close actually. At the rate of suppress warnings annotation will provide information to compiler to close the raised warnings. Annotation is mandatory or not mandatory? Not mandatory in core Java. In your servlet programming, advanced Java chapter number 2, servlet programming, we execute server program using web.xml file or annotation. 2 options will be there. On the day, they'll ask define annotation. You speak tag-based information. In any core Java interview, the normal core Java, they'll not ask. When you update your resume with core advanced, they'll ask. When you have advanced Java tag in your resume, they'll ask annotation. Only core Java, if you keep it, they'll not ask annotation. That's the point. Clear, everyone? Right. Okay. So tomorrow, conclusion of features. That all features conclusion, 10 minutes, and we are entering into multi-threading chapter. Right? Okay. Concept discussion of multi-threading from tomorrow. 2 days tomorrow, day after tomorrow, if you completely run the session, multi-thread will be completed up to 90%. Great. Take a break for today. Thank you. I updated the notes yesterday night. Correct. Thank you very much for today.